YouTube, my name is Sydney Slayton, and if you're new to this channel, please like and subscribe. But today, I want to congratulate someone. I want to congratulate all the class of 2020 high school seniors and college seniors on completing their 4 years at their high school or college, especially during this coronavirus. I know it was very tough and very challenging, but you all made it through. So today I wanted to have a video catered to the high school seniors because I know many of you are going to college this upcoming fall, and it could be kind of scary, kind of nerve-wracking. I was once in your shoes. I was very scared attending George Mason University, especially in engineering. So I'm a rising senior at George Mason University majoring in mechanical engineering. No, I do not want to work on cars. I get that every single day whenever I say I want to be a mechanical engineer. I don't know anything about cars at all or do not have a passion for them. I take my car to the dealership to get it fixed. So with mechanical engineering, I learned that there are many things I could do with it, such as product design, production, and operation. At first, when I attended George Mason, I actually came in undecided. I didn't know what I wanted to do at all. I just know I wanted to do medical and STEM related. I actually wanted to be a bioengineer to design medical devices such as prosthetics. That was really my passion, being in programs in high school. But after taking a lot of biology courses, I realized it wasn't for me. I could not do it. And I would have had to take anatomy, and I know I could not do it. Kudos to everyone that's a biology major or bioengineering, but I couldn't do it. And with mechanical engineering, I realized shortly after that I can do some of the similar things that bioengineers can do, or a little bit of everything that engineers can do, such as product design, and I can still do prosthetics, just the actual design process of prosthetics rather than the background and theory of prosthetics. So, let's get into the video. Whenever I tell people that I'm a mechanical engineering major, they usually ask me why did I choose George Mason University. George Mason is known for engineering, and it just really wasn't something people could see me at. Well, I chose George Mason because I don't want to lie, but I wanted to get away from home. But I really did want to get away from home, but be close enough to home where I can have independence. So I'm from Richmond, Virginia, which is about an hour and 45 minutes away from George Mason or Fairfax. And it gave me enough independence where I can do stuff on my own, learn stuff on my own. But on the weekends, if I miss my family, I can come down. It'll be a short drive. George Mason University is also near Washington, D.C., and that had a much interest on me. Sorry, I got tongue twisted. I love Washington, D.C. I grew up in the city. I wanted to be near a city aspect, but not have all the traffic of a city. So George Mason was in the perfect location. Also, it had around 30,000 people there, so it allowed me to meet new people, new cultures, and new traditions. So for the first tip that I have for you all is meet new people. Have an open mind when meeting new people from all walks of cultures, traditions, and ethnicities. Meet new people. I say this because George Mason has around 30,000 kids. It's one of the largest public colleges in Virginia, and you don't want to go there being a party pooper. What I mean is you don't want to be there closed-minded to different individuals. And sorry, it's a person behind. So yeah, what I was saying before I was interrupted by that lady was you don't want to go there. You don't want to be a party pooper. You want to meet new people because you never know these people, what they can have in store. They often become your best friends, people that you consider family. They're usually the people that are going to be aunts and uncles to your kids. Just forget your high school friends. Just kidding, just kidding. Love you guys. But be open, meet new people, go to different experiences. With these experiences, do different things that you wouldn't think about doing. If you don't meet a lot of people that you certainly like at George Mason, please be nice to the people in your class, especially engineering classes. I say this because a lot of people in your engineering classes are going through the same struggle as you with mechanical engineering for me or your engineering discipline. and they're very willing to help you. Most students at George Mason are very nice and very helpful, and you can always possess the knowledge that someone else doesn't have, and you can help them, and you will want them to do the same for you. You can also form study groups. I know study groups helped me a lot while being in school. I would usually meet up with people in my class right after the class to go to office hours, and then we would work on homework or just go over some things that I was struggling with. With this being said, with meeting new people that I have, so tip number 2 is to join a club. I think my first week at George Mason, I joined the National Society of Black Engineers, otherwise known as NSBE. And there I was able to collaborate with like-minded individuals of different disciplines, where they were able to help me and put me on the right track to success. A lot of them motivated me every single day, and I'm still friends with a lot of them, to put me on the right track and even to get my first internship. So some of these people in NSBE can help you understand a material that you're unfamiliar with, because they're pretty much well knowledge and disciplined around several different disciplines in engineering. And also with NSBE or any engineering club, I'm also in the ASME, which is American Society of Mechanical Engineers. They can help you get internships. I believe I got my first internship going to the National Society of Black Engineers conference last spring, I believe. It was working at a nuclear plant.
Right.
Working at a nuclear plant was my first opportunity. That sounds pretty big, right? Because I could not believe it. I honestly did not want to do it at all, because working at a nuclear plant, I knew it was going to be construction. I knew I was going to have to wear this hard hat and these boots every single day. These steel-toed boots. They hurt. But I've had a lot of good memories with this hard hat. There I was able to get trained in heights and just have a lot of opportunities working in constructions, and I ended up loving it. So there I was able to work at Plant Vogtle. Plant Vogtle is one of the nuclear plants in Georgia where I was able to make history. So I was able to work as a mechanical field engineer in the production and facilitating the first nuclear power plant in 30 years in the United States. And if you'd like to hear more about my experience at Plant Vogtle or working as a mechanical field engineer, just comment below and I'll do a separate video. So for tip number 3, for engineering students or just anyone at Mason, is to know your professors. When I mean this, I say look up your professors on Rate My Professor. You don't want to be stuck with a professor that
is a butthole.
I've had several professors that are very good, but I've also had a few professors that are a little shaky, and they kind of can make or break you. So when I say look up your professors, you're paying $1,000 of years for an education. Please do not waste your money. A lot of students go into college and they just pick anyone. Please do not waste your money. You want to get a professor that you learned a lot from. I know for one of my classes, for material science, I learned so much information that I thought was valuable. I love this professor. He made the class understanding, and I think he was one of my favorite professors at Mason because his class wasn't difficult. It was easy to comprehend, and his notes were straightforward, and you didn't have to do a lot of interpretation. Also, go to your professor's office hours. Professors usually have like hundreds of students, but not even half of them go to their office hours. A lot of people are afraid to go to office hours. I don't know why, because it may seem that the professor's intimidating in class, but when you go to his office hours, his or her office hours, they're usually very nice and very helpful. I found that going to office hours, they're very easygoing. They try to make you understand the subject, and they'll even be lenient when grading your paper for future progress because they see that you're trying to have progress on your papers or quizzes or exams. And sometimes you may end out with a few extra points. So for my 4th tip for you all would be just be organized. As an engineering major, your life is pretty hectic. You have a lot of assignments due on the same day and a lot of tests on the same day, and you just have to roll with the punches. I know for several classes of mine, I had to roll with the punches and just
Just stuck it out.
you have to. But being organized helped a lot. So just getting a planner, making reminders in your phone to study, to eat, because sometimes you forget to eat with several classes because you're focused. So get a planner, just write down some of the things you have to do. For mine, I usually do all my homework on one day. So for the rest of the week, I can just look over my notes and study. So if I have a lot of notes, I usually do all my homework on, say, like Monday, where it's usually a slow day for me. And then by the end of the week, I'm done. So for the weekend, I can just chill, watch TV, and study a little bit. As with this being said, as being organized, every day you should read your notes for about 20 minutes. You can just skim them, because just skimming your notes will get you familiarized with some of the things that you're learning in class, and it'll help you when class starts. Also, tip number 5, the most important tip for mechanical engineering majors or even engineering majors or just STEM majors, is to have fun. So there are going to be many opportunities at Mason for you to have fun. I know my freshman year, I had a lot of fun. That was probably my best year at George Mason University, just meeting new people and doing new things every single day with my friends, who I consider my family now. Have fun. Go to those parties in Dewberry. Go to those parties in the hub. Go to DC. I know that freshman year we would go to DC and we would do a lot of free things on campus to have fun, and this made a lot of memories. Yes, you should have fun and be an engineering major at the same time. Just be focused, get all your work done. If you take my previous steps, you'll be perfectly fine in engineering at George Mason University. But you're at school to learn, but you're also at school to make connections, memories. College will be the best 4 years of your life, 4 or 5 years of your life. So please don't take it for granted. So with those 5 tips being said, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to comment below.